Welcome back to another video, tech fans, especially tablet fans, because Samsung just announced and released two new tablets. If you keep an eye on leaks, you already knew this, you already seen this coming, but the Tab S11 Ultra and Tab S11 have now been released, and you can still get some of the Tab S10 lineup, but there's a new-ish one announced as well. So starting with the Tab S11, the Tab S11 has a 11-inch display, which is nice. Nothing to do with the name. Obviously, the name is just following on from the Tab S8, S9, 10, now 11. But it is a nice 11-inch AMOLED display. It does have a resolution of 2560 by 1600 pixels. Both of the tablets, the Tab S11 and Tab S11 Ultra, are powered by a MediaTek chip, which Samsung is saying gives you around about 25% boost across GPU and CPU. We'll see, but if so, that's pretty decent for a year-on-year upgrade on a tablet. Yeah, I mean, most people aren't upgrading every year, so if you're coming from a Tab S8 Ultra or Tab S9 Ultra, then it's going to be good. The Tab S11 goes up to 12 gigabytes of RAM, depending on the storage models. The storage, again, you have the 256 and 512 for the Tab S11. And the price starts from £899 for the base model. The cameras stay the same. You've got a 13 megapixel on the back, 12 megapixel on the front. The battery size is 8,400 milliamp hours, and it comes in at 469 grams, which is a fairly decent weight. It's approximately 2 Galaxy Tab folds, weirdly, if you can imagine that, or just less than 2 S25 Ultras. Weird metric. Obviously, they're going to have One UI 8 from launch, so when you get that, it is refreshed and slightly different as well. Does look like it's going to fix a lot of the complaints people had with One UI 7 on the tablets, because One UI 7 on tablets just felt like a large version of One UI 7 for the phone. Didn't really feel optimized, but this looks like it's going to fix a lot of their problems with fixes to decks and the notification pull down. So I'm looking forward to seeing that and getting my hands on it. Of course, you know I'm going to get one, so subscribe if you want to see reviews and long-term usage of that. On to the Ultra. This is the one I'm going to get. This is starting at £1,199 for the base model. This is available in 256, 512 and 1TB versions. The 1TB version has 16 gigabytes of RAM, but the 256 gigabytes and the 512 gigabytes are 12 gigabytes of RAM, same MediaTek chip. The Tab S11 Ultra has a higher pixel density than the Tab S11, so that is 2960 by 1848 pixels. Cameras stayed exactly the same again. You've got the 13 megapixel wide, 8 megapixel ultra wide, and this time only one camera on the front, because they did have two, probably to make the notch smaller, but it is a bit weird because they do advertise in the past, like, oh, you're going to get better, it's going to track you better as you move around when you're on like video calls, which I use my tablet a lot for video calls, and I have found it is pretty decent for that. Going to be strange to see how that works just on the one camera. Does it work just as well? The iPad manages, but that's Apple, so time will tell. Battery size is 11,600 milliamp hours. This thing, extremely thin, 5.1 millimeters. I say extremely thin, it's just a bit thinner than the Tab S10 Ultra, just a little bit thicker than a Fold, and the same thickness as the iPad Pro. So it's thin, and I think that is pretty much as thin as tablets are going to get for a while. Also, as thin as I'd like them to get. The bezels, a little bit thinner. Don't want them too thin, because you have to hold the damn device, and if the bezels are too thin, you can't hold it, you can't touch it. So just this feels perfect, right? Work on software and battery and stuff now. Don't make it thinner. Don't make the bezels smaller. Just, it's perfect, okay? But I am going to wait until it's in my hand, obviously. And Wi-Fi 7 on both of these tablets as well. And of course, they come in 5G variants. This is all we know so far. Obviously, want to get my hands on it. And do want to say, before I go, if you do use the Bluetooth functionality of the S Pen, do not upgrade your tablet, because Samsung have done away with that. So there's another backward step for Samsung this year. Very bizarre year for them, because they've made so many leaps forward and so many leaps back. It's been strange as hell. I'm actually a bit anxious about 2026, but we're going through it with an open mind, and I'm going to go into the S Pen usage with an open mind too. Unfortunately, I do use a lot of the commands when I'm watching YouTube videos, listening to music. I do like to turn the volume up, pause it as I'm walking around the house and stuff, so that's annoying. Yeah, I'm going to hold my thoughts for another video. So if you want to see that one, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and if you want to see different ways to support the channel, check out the description down below. Thank you for watching.